Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Bodhi Rook from Rogue One. So today's Friday. I ordered this one as well as Gin from GameStop's website. It was like 10 p.m. on Wednesday night. So, you give it a day to process, but they shipped these out from a nearby store in Athens, which is only about 45 minutes away. So it got here in a day. So that's pretty quick. But yeah, it's a good looking figure. And as you can see, it comes in the new style box, the Galaxy packaging, nice big window. You can see Bodhi comes with a DH-17 blaster, and he's got his backpack with a big spool and a cable. So yeah, some pretty good accessories. On this side of the box, the front window wraps around. You got the Star Wars logo there, and I've got a big old dent right there. On this side of the box, you got a great looking picture of Bodhi. In the background, you can see the Imperial shuttle that he was piloting, and that looks like Baze's rifle right there. There's a small window on the top of the box, but there is no hook on this box, and there's no hook on Jin's box either. I think this is a first for me in this style box. I think every other one that I have has hooks on it. These two don't. On the bottom, you get the barcode and a whole bunch of stuff no one ever reads. And on the back of the box, you got the same picture as the side. You got a short bio in 5 different languages. Bodhi's number 6 in this little Rogue One wave, and then you got some more stuff that no one ever reads. I'm going to get Bodhi Rook open, and let's take a look at him. Okay, so I got Bodhi Rook open, and let's just take a look at him from head to toe. And we'll start up here with this fantastic looking face. I mean, if you put this next to a picture of Riz Ahmed, the guy that played Bodhi Rook, that's pretty much a dead ringer. They did a great job with this face. I got no complaints about this. Yeah, the eyes, the nose, the eyebrows, the mouth, mustache, beard, everything looks really, really good on this. I like it. And these safety goggles look fantastic. Nice clear plastic. They look like safety goggles that we have. Strap going around his head. Got a little bit of black paint there. Some black paint there. Now, these are fixed to his head. Okay, they don't go up or down, which is fine. I mean, they're sitting up here on his forehead for most of the movie, so I'm okay with them being fixed. But man, they look really, really nice. And moving on to the hair, you got some great waves up here, how it comes around, ties right there, comes down into this ponytail, tied there. Great looking sculpt. Got some little hairs coming down there on each side. Yeah, the hair looks great. Yeah, from the neck up, I'm impressed. And let's go from the neck down. So we'll start with this big old vest that he's got on. So this thing is nicely detailed too. I mean, start up here with this pocket. So this pocket is supposed to be like it's open and it's revealing what's inside. I don't know what that is, but great looking sculpt. I love that. Got a nice buckle there. Got this little thing sculpted in, painted silver. Got another silver buckle there. Pouches. I mean, they all look really good. Great wrinkles. It's a great texture. Good looking vest or harness, whatever you want to call it. All these straps back here look great. It's too bad they didn't paint all these buckles back here, but it's the back. You're not going to see it that often, but the sculpt is fantastic. Great texture here. Nicely detailed. Yeah, I love this so far. And since we're on the subject of this vest is a separate piece. It will just move all over the place, which is kind of interesting, but it's not glued anywhere. And moving on to arms, we'll start with the left arm. So you got a nicely done Imperial logo there. Got some tools in their respective pouches. Nice paint, very clean. Good wrinkles on this suit. This is like a jumpsuit that he's wearing. Great paint right here, red, blue, silver. That all looks really, really nice. They even put veins in his hand. That's awesome. And the right arm is a little more plain. You got another Imperial logo there, pocket there. Great wrinkles, nice little seam line. Got some detail down here around the cuff. And again, this hand, nicely detailed. I am loving this figure so far. And from the waist down, it's just the lower half of the jumpsuit, just dark gray pants. But again, great looking detail on these pockets. The wrinkles look really nice. Great wrinkles back here. I mean, they look like pants that someone's got on. That's fantastic. And then the shoes are just some nice brown shoes. Yeah, not a whole lot of detail. Got a little sculpt up there, a little line. Soles look good. Yeah, this is a great looking figure. I am blown away by this so far. So let's take a look at articulation on Bodhi Rook real quick. So we got some side to side at the head. So you have some tilt at the head, but you also have some tilt at the neck as well. So overall, the tilt is pretty crazy. He can look down that much and he can look up that much. So yeah, it's pretty good. The arms get up to there and they can rotate all the way around. And they even put butterfly joints on Bodhi Rook. He's got single jointed elbows that have some crazy range. I mean, that is way past 90. That is Nice. He's got a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist. He's got an up and down hinge on the right hand and a side to side hinge on the left hand. There's some swivel at the midsection. He does not crunch forward at all, but he goes back that far. You've got an upper thigh swivel that is sort of masked by this pocket here, the top of the pocket. That's nice. The legs get up that far. They go out that far. They go back that much. He has single jointed knees and the joint is hidden by this right here, but they get up to there. And he also has a swivel at the knee. Feet only go down to there. The back of the shoe hits the bottom of the pants, and they don't go up much either. The top of the shoe hits the bottom of the pants. And you've got some swivel at the ankle. And as far as accessories, there's a look at the DH-17 blaster. It's pretty much just like all the other ones we've seen, except this one is all black. You know, some of them have some silver on the barrel. This one's all black, but it is a really, really nice sculpt. And that's what the other side looks like. Pretty much, you know, just what we've seen before, but it's a cool weapon, and I'm glad they included it. All right, so let's see how Bodhi holds this blaster. So that goes in there. Hand is pretty tight. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, trigger finger goes right through the trigger guard, right to the trigger, right where it should be. No chance of that falling out, and that's a pretty good look. He looks good holding a blaster. And with the crazy range in the elbow, you can do something like that. That is, he's got great elbows. And as far as getting it in two hands, yes, you can. This elbow's awesome. Great wrist hinge. The butterfly joints, I think, help a little bit. And even with this big vest on, you know, you can actually get the rifle pretty close to his body. And next up, we have this backpack and the big old reel, this big spool back here. But this down here, nicely detailed. I love all this in here. This is so cool. And this whole bottom half of the backpack is like a big old bag, like a big square bag. You know, you can see the snaps there. Great texture on this. You know, you can actually see the texture. Yeah, this looks fantastic. This right here looks pretty cool. I have no idea what these are, but they look really, really nice. Then you got this metal frame, you know, like it's the frame of the backpack. Pretty cool. And then the straps in the front, you got some sculpt there, and then you got this little thing right there. Really, really nice backpack. And then up here at the top, we have this big old spool, this big reel. And, you know, not much detail up here. The cable's on the inside, and you can see right there, the little connection there. It plugs into the side for storage. And this thing, let me see if I can unwind this thing. It's about, here, I don't want to clothesline Bodhi. Let me get my hands out there. So it's about a foot long. But the funny thing is here, you can, so this pops out like that. You could take the spool out. They've actually sculpted to make it look like there's more line on there, you know, more cable. That's kind of neat. And that's how the string is held on. It's just held on by a knot, so it can't come out. And if you want to wind this back up, I found it easier to put the wider end in first, because if you get some of the line in between here and inside there, it will not plug back into this part. It's kind of fiddly, but you can just, you know, wind the line up this way and just, you know, keep constant pressure inward to make sure that none of the line or cable, whatever you want to call it, gets behind here. But just wind it up. You got about 12 or 13 inches of cable to wind up. It's moderately fiddly. I kind of wish they would have done this a little bit different. There, that's it. So to put this back on, you can see there's a cutout right there at 6 o'clock. And then if you're looking at it this way, at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, there's little notches. And then there you see that little track it can ride on. And then you have a notch at 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. You have to just line those up. Okay, and that'll go on, and then it goes on. And if it's flush, then you know you're good to go. And like I mentioned, that can just plug into there like that. And as far as putting the backpack on Bodhi, I found if you just put his arms towards his back, you know, just like putting on a real backpack, you know, just like we would, and just slide it on and bring his arms forward. That sits real nice. That came unplugged. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It does not add a whole lot of back weight to him. He still stands up every time. And I think that's a pretty cool look. I mean, it's very accurate to the show. I mean, this looks really, really good. And if you want to have the, the plug in his hand, you can just pull a little bit of the cable out, put this in his left hand like so he can plug in, and then Jen can transmit the plans, and they are good to go. That's a pretty good look there. I like that. And that's what he looks like on the shelf. And man, what an awesome figure. I'm blown away by Bodhi. They did an awesome job. He looks amazing on the shelf. I think he's a good height. You know, he's a little bit shorter than Cassian, A little bit taller than Jen, so that's my old Jen. I can't wait to put the new one up there. And of course, K2 just towers over everybody, but man, he looks fantastic on the shelf. I could not be more pleased with Bodhi Rook. So yeah, pretty awesome figure. I mean, from the face is amazing. I love this face sculpt. I think the backpack is pretty cool. The whole cable thing, winding it up, it's a little fiddly. I think it's cool that they actually sculpted in, more cable. I think that's a brilliant idea to make it look more full. But it's fine. It totally works. This goes in his hand really well. Love the detail back here. I mean, this is amazing. This looks so good. And of course, him from the neck down. Killer sculpt on this vest. Love this in here. All these pockets look great. He holds his weapon really well. I mean, just a good looking figure. The Imperial logo, super clean on both sides. Love this in here. I mean, yeah, it's just an awesome figure. So happy to have this one. Yeah, but please comment below. I would love to hear from y'all and let me know what you think of Bodhi Rook. I, for one, this is an instant favorite. I got no complaints about this thing. And if you like videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications. I'm always posting something. I'd certainly appreciate it. And I just thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.